Hey friends, thank you so much for joining me today as I talk about Fiverr and how I found an illustrator to help illustrate my picture book. I have to tell you that this is a project that's close to my heart. I wrote this book probably 25 years ago for my daughter. She was like, a little girl, and she's 32 now. And so I wrote this book for her, and I had the manuscript and I just held on to it. I kept wondering, how do I get an illustrator to help me turn this book into a reality? And so I was searching on the internet one day and I found Fiverr. I started looking at how the platform actually worked, and I started looking at the different illustrators and looking at the different price points because some were reasonable and some were more expensive, and I had just retired, so I was on a budget. I found a young man from India and we started communicating, and my first question was, will you work with me? Will you do an illustration at a time so I can put it in my budget? And he was like, sure, I'll work with you. Well, I sent him a picture of my daughter and I sent him the manuscript, and this is what he came up with. I'll show you. I mean, that really looks a lot like my daughter. And the first thing he did was he created the cover for me, if you can see it. He created the cover for me, and I was like, oh my goodness, I see my dream coming to fruition. And so over about a year's time, he started working with me and doing my illustrations. And I would, just pay him a little bit at a time. See that one? And eventually, over about a year's time, I was able to have my illustrations completed. And it was a beautiful day. It turned out being a little bit more expensive than I had planned, but that was because I wanted color, and I realized that I needed more illustrations than I thought I did initially. But it all worked out, and it was just a really, really great project. And like I said, this is for me and my daughter, who is 32 now, and she knew about my dream to have this book published, and so I was able to publish it on Amazon and get this copy. It's not for sale or anything, it's just for us to have. And so it was so exciting. It was such a beautiful time to actually hold this book that I wrote 25 years ago, and my daughter was so excited about it. So I wanted to share that with you, that if you have a project like this, or you want to actually put your picture book out there, that using Fiverr, finding an illustrator that you can work with. I mean, he was in India, but with technology, we can do it now. We can do it. We communicated back and forth within the Fiverr platform, and I paid him through PayPal, but it goes through Fiverr. So Fiverr makes sure that there's no scam available, or anything like that. Fiverr takes care of you, and Fiverr makes sure that your the illustrator or the creator that you work with is doing things that they're supposed to do. If they do not do what they're supposed to do, Fiverr will talk to them about it, and Fiverr will rectify the situation. So I just wanted to share this with you because this was such a dream come true, and I know that if you have a dream too that you would like to see come to fruition, it is possible. Hey, if you like videos like this, will you like and subscribe? Because I want to help writers who, you know, maybe you're not sure what to do. I've been on this journey for a long time, and so I want to share with you how you can have this dream too, because even though it's not for sale or anything like that, it is still a wonderful accomplishment. All right, see you next time, friend. Take care. Bye-bye.